What's cracking, guys? Bruce Matson here, your host show of Metchie Scout Fantasy Football. The rookie drafts are in full swing. A lot of people are done with their drafts. A lot of people are getting started. Some people, like me, they're off and on throughout the summer. I got a lot now, and then I got some more like June, July, just how things roll out. Some of my leagues, they like to split it up. But I want to talk about this one wide receiver. We did not know where he was going to get drafted at. We had a good idea that he was going to get decent draft capital due to where he was playing at, his program prestige. He did do a few good things on the field, but he left some meat on the bone throughout his career. And I feel like, considering now that the dust is settled, we're in our rookie drafts, we see the ADP, he's being drafted in the second round, sometimes in the first round. We've seen it before in some mocks, that we have a player here that we need to talk about. Should we buy him? Should we avoid him? Should we let our league mates draft him instead and move on to someone else? I'm talking about John Metchie here for the Houston Texans, formerly of Alabama, coming back from an ACL injury, was drafted in the second round, decent draft capital. A lot of people are interested in him because once we get to the middle portion of that second round, things start to thin out a little bit. I understand that, but is he worth drafting? Is it worth taking that time to select him? There are some good things. He's going to a Texans depth chart at wide receiver that's pretty bare. Pretty bare. There's not much competition. We have Brandon Cooks. He's an aging wide receiver. He's been getting the job done. He's been looking good, even at his age. Father Time's going to eventually catch up with him. Contract's going to eventually catch up with him. Nico Collins as well. And then it's John Metchie. His skill set's very interesting. He can create separation, good short area quickness, runs good routes, get downfield, had a 12.7 average depth of target in 2020, so he can be used deep in the offense. Ran 28.9% of his snaps in the slot throughout his career. One thing I don't like about is that he's a smaller wide receiver, and his yards after the catch wasn't good at Alabama, averaged 6.5 yards after the catch per reception. That's not good, considering he's a guy who gets separation underneath with good route running. That means he's going to have to get peppered with a lot of targets. Volume is going to have to be there for him. He's going to have to win efficiently through his routes, creating separation, earning those targets, and not having another alpha wide receiver on the field competing against them for those targets, because he's not going to be able to get you those boom yards, those chunk plays after the catch, or at least he did not display that at Alabama. Not often. He has the ability to get you air yards. He proved that in 2020 with Alabama, but it's not consistently like that. He may be used more underneath. He may be used a little bit in the slot. I feel like this is a wide receiver that needs a lot of volume. I just don't see this offense having that. I see him coming back from this ACL and starting a little bit slow too. And we may be able to buy him at a discount later next year, maybe with a third, fourth round rookie pick. Those rookie picks next year in 2023 are supposed to be worth more. But once we get to that third or fourth round, we might be able to snag this guy up, especially if he doesn't do anything. He could be a face planter for us. I'm not really big into John Metchie. I'm not big on wide receivers who need a lot of volume to be successful. They need to be able to win on certain ways, whether it's consistent air yards, just catching that ball downfield, or they're big home run threats, getting those yards after the catch. They need to be a standout player one way or another. Just winning on some routes here and there, decent route running, decent hands, that's good, but I need you to do a little bit after that. I need you to do a little bit before that. I need something more. Because nowadays, with how wide receivers are coming out, all of them are pretty crispy when it comes to running routes. All of them, just about all of them. You barely get a wide receiver coming out for the draft. You don't see too many of them in each class that are not crispy, that can't create separation. It's not a one-off thing anymore. Wide receivers, when they're coming out for the NFL, they're more pro-ready than ever, and it keeps getting better and better every year. That's why these draft classes keep being stacked. So when it comes to being a wide receiver 1, wide receiver 2, wide receiver 3, you're going to have a little bit more than that, because the rest of the field can do all this stuff. The rest of the field has some nuance in their game. The rest of the field's very good at running routes. What can John Metchie do to set him apart from the rest of the wide receivers so we can use them in fantasy? Because I'm not seeing him get it done after the catch. I'm not seeing him get consistent air yards from play to play to play. And I saw him get outworked by Jameson Williams, who was a transfer from Ohio State who couldn't get it done at OSU. Whatever happened there, happened there. I don't want to speculate. We don't know. But what we saw at Alabama, John Metchie lost his alpha role to Jameson Williams. Jameson Williams just took it from him. And the reason why Jameson Williams took it is because he's able to get that yak. He's able to be explosive, and he's able to make those big plays. I'm not seeing that out of John Metchie. I'm not big on buying him in the second round of rookie drafts. If he falls farther, falls to third or something like that, cool, I'll catch that discount. But I'm also seeing people buy him at 112. I did a mock the other day, and someone bought him at the 112. Posted on the channel. You guys commented on that. He's going around 201, 202, 203, 204, somewhere around there. The other wide receivers in that range, Wan'Dale Robinson, David Bell, Jalen Tolbert. I'd rather have all those guys over John Metchie. I feel like all those guys have similar upside, similar situations, can do some different things, can be more aggressive at the catch point. We're also seeing the running backs, who the mid-rounders, that group, come off the board in that area of rookie drafts. Would I rather have a mid-round running back and just have them stashed to see what happens the next couple of years, or go with a wide receiver whose upside, who trajectory is probably floating around that wide receiver 2 bubble if they're lucky? I don't want any part of that. I'm not excited about that. I have other wide receivers that I can go after that can probably do that, but have the chance to do a little bit more if things click. Only thing I like about Metchie right now is that depth chart, because that could flip on its head and allow him to be the wide receiver 1, but I feel like they're going to need to get other wide receivers in the building as you look at it. I'm not keen on John Metchie. Let me know what you guys think about him. Let me know in the comments. I want to hear what you guys think. Are you guys buying him, or are you letting him slip to your other managers in your league? I'm doing that. I'm just letting him slip. If he falls to me to a good price, like say if Jalen Tolbert's off the board and he's there, then cool, but that's not going to happen. ADP's not telling us that, but it could in some leagues, I guess. But it hasn't happened to me yet. I haven't seen it happen to many other people, but I guess it can. I'll take him at a value, but I'm not really going out of the way to get him, and honestly, that value is not coming either, so it's not realistic for me right now. But let me know what you guys think. Drop in the comments. Do you like John Metchie at all? Do you like the spot at least? Is there anything here? I just feel like this is a wide receiver that needs a lot of volume. I feel like he may be able to get that if he wins with his route running, his short area quickness. The deep threat ability is not really there. It's not elite or anything. I just don't see it with him, and I want to chase upside with other players in other positions. I want to thank you, though, for watching the show. Make sure you hit that subscribe button on the way out. Every subscription matters. It fuels me to keep pumping out this content. I'm dropping about a YouTube video every day, talking about Dynasty, fantasy, and everything else. In season, maybe drop some more redraft, at least week-to-week stuff. But I'm here to help you out with your fantasy teams, your rookie drafts. Again, I want to thank you, and I'll catch you next time.